What's your excited face?
Oh. Can you stop making me do faces? It's not my thing. You do the faces.
Do a face. An excited face.
I have a face. I don't do a face.
Hello and welcome to another Popcorn Club. We went to see Boyhood this time round.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Linklater's latest film. I was very excited about seeing it. How excited were you, Russ?
Pretty excited.
Remember when we did our half-year review a few weeks ago and I said something like, well, everyone better just go home because no other film is going to top that film this year. I'll be really surprised if it's not a number one at the end of the year. Well, imagine my hands on my words. I'm eating my words because Boyhood.
Already out there, number one.
It's amazing.
It's been 12 years in the making. It's been
12 years of slavery.
fairly well documented the process of doing so. It's been talked about over the years. So it's something that I've sort of kind of been semi-consciously aware of and been like, oh, but then knowing in the back of the head that it's not going to be around for many, many years. It's something that
you forget about.
Yeah.
It's got really, really good reviews from most critics as far as I can tell. But I have seen some people that are just regular Joes like you and I go and see it and be like, I didn't get it. It was too long.
Last time I checked,
nothing happens in it. And if you're one of those people, I would say, open your mind because it's not about things happening. And that's what's so beautiful about it. It's showing that over the course of time and people growing and changing, in real life, that's not something that happens because of a dramatic plot twist or something, happening like a villain coming into your life or whatever. In real life, you grow and you change and you have momentous moments, but it's all in like the subtle everyday things that happen and it's over a period of time. And it's the closest thing I've ever seen on film that depicts that real life growth.
Richard Linklater managed to, or not revolutionise, but kind of revolutionise the way in which relationships are depicted on screen with the before trilogy. And
that's the closest thing that's ever been done to this before, isn't it?
Well, it's weird, and they were all in real time, but yet this was filmed over the span of 12 years, yet at their core, they're very similar films. What they're trying to do is strip away all the artifice and all the drama and just boil it down to what's real.
Yeah.
And the way they kind of done this film is just film for a couple of days every year and created almost like a set of short films that are all tied together but that just evolve naturally. And it's unlike anything that's ever been done before, and it's highly unlikely that anything like it will be done.
But you watch it and it is long, but I think I didn't notice the running time really at all, other than I got out and was like, I'm a bit hungry, because by the end you think, nothing actually happened, in a major blockbustery type way, but it's not that sort of film, and it's all the more amazing for nothing having happened yet. At the end, what you've witnessed is
I know a lot has
people
happened,
growing
but just not in the
into
traditional way that you're used to over the course of a film.
And it's just wonderful. It's just really, really clever and really beautifully done.
You've watched all the cast age over the course of 12 years, and it's really weird going back and seeing, like at the beginning, seeing Patricia Arquette and Ethan Hawke as they were. It's like a brand new film from them from 12 years ago.
Mason, the boy, is obviously changed and grown the most because he was 6, I think, when he started filming and ends it at 18. And I like the way they showed the passage of time without it being like a year has passed every sort of 10 minutes.
It was kind of, you could just, most of the time you could tell it
was really subtle. Yeah, his hair was one marker, but there was also things like the songs that they used and the tech and
I think
toys.
The songs go into a point. A lot of it was kind of about the milestones and things that were happening in some of the years. Like they went to the book launch, the Harry Potter book launch, and it kind of covered events they were picketing during the Obama election. So there were kind of all these mixed in with the music, but all these sort of cultural milestones that were happening at the same time, which kind of grounded you in where and when the film was.
By the end of the film, you're hugely steps removed from where you are at the beginning, and it's just so, it's like watching a time-lapse footage of a flower blooming. It's very, very clever. One thing that was going through my mind was, how the hell did they manage to get everyone to agree to do it for 12 years? Like, sign up a kid when you're 6 to say, yep, I'm going to do this for 12 years. Because, like, you never, like, they might have moved, like, whatever. But apparently they didn't. He was like, I'd like to do this for, I don't know if he had 12 years in his mind right from the beginning, but he said, apparently, every summer I'd like to get together for a couple of days. Obviously the older adult actors were like, yeah, because they worked with him before, but he didn't, there was no contract. Like, it was like, if you still want to do it every year, fine.
Similar to the way they did the Before trilogy. There was never really a plan, I don't think, for it to be a trilogy. They kind of just, especially with the last one a couple of years ago, all got talking and sort of said, do you want to do it again? It's nearly been 10 years, and they kind of all mutually agreed to do it. So it all kind of happened
quite organically.
Yeah, the actor himself, they incorporated a lot of, as I say, they met up once a year and they looked at where he was and used a lot of him influenced the character. It wasn't, as I say, top down. They all sort of, I think, yeah, and so they all got together and worked and grew the story based around their own lives and the lives of the actor growing up. A lot of how he grew up dictated the way the film turned out.
That's interesting. And you can see that come across it's just very authentic, the film. It feels very genuine. I kind of want to go for the Big 10.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a reason not to. Screw it. I'm going for 10. 10! The Big 10 popcorns.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't think of a valid reason to knock it down a point. I really can't, so therefore it's not fair for me to knock it down. It's 10.
Okay. 9.5 popcorns.
God damn it, Russ! Next week we're going to go and see Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Dawn of the
Rise of the apes of the planet. Let us know if you've seen Boyhood. Did you love it, or do you completely disagree with us and think it was too long and nothing happened? In which case you're wrong. Kidding, but seriously. In the meantime, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we will see you next time.
Mm-hmm.
Next time. Okay. Bye. Be excited.
Well, not on command.
How do you do excited?
I don't know. I'd have to think.
Okay.
I'd be self-consciously excited now, and that would just be weird
What's
for all
that then?
concerned. No. Let it go.